make a week schedule. And if you don't know how to do that, there are many different people who can help you with that. I would I really don't follow the dietary standards simply because the dietary standards have things in it that I don't want in my diet. For instance, like bread, and I really limit my bread and oils. Oils I do not use heated because it is found that if you oxygenate oils, whether it's olive oil or not, and you heat it, it literally causes damage to the heart. So you can use oils in your salads cold without heating it. But when you start heating, and imagine I grew up with the first thing they do is put the oil in the pot and let it get as hot as it can, and then you put the vegetables or the meat in it. So I grew up with that kind of food. And of course, in my country, I'm originally from Trinidad and I'm also Indian. We have high diabetes rate, we have high heart disease rate. People just die very young with heart problems. So it is, it has been shown that heated oils is not good. The other thing is that canola oil is really not an oil where, like for instance, olive oil you'll get from a tree, or there's no such thing as a canola bean. What it is just Canada oil. So basically they came up with the name. So you want to look at healthier options. Grapeseed oil, I actually use that in my office for massage simply because it absorbs into the skin very well and it doesn't leave this oily residue. So grapeseed oil is a really good choice. I know some therapists who use like jojoba oil or jojoba oil and shea butter. Now, butter itself, real butter, not, I can't believe it's not butter, but real butter actually is good for us to use. What I do is I actually put the vegetables in the pan and then I put the butter, so that the butter, you don't want to have the butter burnt because then it causes carcinogens and it will affect your body also. So when you cook with butter, make sure the butter is not burnt. And so I could also put it, like when I cook in my Instapot, I put the butter in there and then let it melt a little bit, and then I put my vegetables or my chicken. And that's, as I mentioned that, I want to talk about that as a tool that you can use to actually save you time. The Instapot, you could cook several different things in it, and I tend to cook a lot of soup and I tend to cook a lot of stew. I even made chicken and dumplings in it, but it's like a crock pot. So, and then it's also a pressure cooker crock pot in one. So you could put it to slow cooking or you could put it in fast cooking if you want the meal right away. The thing is, it saves the flavors in there because it's locked really tight, and also it gives you a large amount that you could freeze. So what I do when I make soup, I can't eat the whole pot myself in one day, but no matter how good my soup tastes. But what I do is I take containers and I freeze them so that I could actually have it ready. If I want to eat it today and it was frozen, I take it out the night before, take it out early in the morning so that by the time I'm ready for my meal, it's thawed out. The other thing I did is I bought, because they were telling us to buy extra food and stock up and things like that. So I bought chicken and I bought salmon. And I cooked the chicken. I bought a lot of them, like 5 pounds of chicken. And I cooked it in the Instapot, and then I separated out and put it in the freezer. So when I wanted, I only did a portion size for myself. So when I wanted one piece, I would just take that out, let it thaw, and then I will mix it and cook something else, like the vegetables or things like that. I would cook something with it. The salmon, I actually seasoned it before I put it in, and then I put them in individual bags. So when I want to get one, I could just pull one out. So if you're a single person or you're cooking for two people, just put enough that would be a portion for each meal in that container that you're saving it with and in the freezer, and then that way when you pull it out, you're not pulling out your whole bag of stuff and towing it out and then refreezing it and towing it out. I don't think that's good for you either. So freezing the pre-season and freezing. And now that we were home, and still we're going to be home somewhat. Maybe if we work in essential services, or we work like a store as a salesperson or whatever, it would be really beneficial to us to actually season it first and then put it in the freezer and save it. So that is one way that you could actually um, save you time and save you money. So that is one of the things that I found a lot of people were saying, and I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook where they have been showing their meals and showing their new dishes. And I have one friend that does keto, and she does like keto desserts, and they're heavenly. They look really good. Of course, she's not close to me, so all I see is the pictures, and we look at that. So the two things we talked about today is scheduling your events into your book. Now I want to bring in again, I when I teach scheduling or time uh, optimization, I actually teach and let my clients know that they need to include their meal prep time, their meal cook time. They need to include time to shower, to take care of their personal self, their time to drive to wherever you want to go. So if it takes you 15 minutes to get to work in the morning, you want to actually schedule that time in. Now, 15 minutes, depending on the traffic, I will tell you, while we were in lockdown, I did a trip to Daytona, and there was no traffic there, no traffic at all. I got there in no time at all, and it was fantastic. But traffic is beginning to build. I went this past Friday, and when I'm coming back, I actually had a little bit of traffic jam, to tell you. So, Disney is closed, so basically I-4 is kind of free. But so when you schedule your time in, you want to work backwards. So if you have to be an appointment for 9 o'clock, and you have to have breakfast, you have to have shower, you have to drive there, you have to do whatever you have to do before you get in the car to go to go to drive. You want to schedule that in, and that's the mistake that a lot of people make. They don't schedule that in, so next thing you know, they're running late. Now also, we have people who are chronically late. They're late every time with everything, and I think that, I may be wrong, but I think that most of these people who are running late really haven't had a schedule, and they don't put their stuff in the schedule. Or if they have a book or an appointment book, they really don't look at it as a part of their life. They look at it when they want to say, okay, what do I have today or tomorrow? But to really, what I do with my book is my guide to my day. So if I need to get up early because I need to write, or I need to read, or I need to do something, that's scheduled in my book. At one point, I even did a 24-hour book just so I could see how I was spending my time. So once again, friends, if you're listening in and you want help, you can reach out to us at Society by Radio Jadoo Lifestyle. You can reach out to me at toddijadoo@gmail.com, or my phone number is 941-928-3107. I do one-on-one coaching. I actually developed a technique that helps people get out of pain with respect to body work, and I have been practicing with my friends who have been posting that they have back pain or neck pain or migraine headaches. I've actually been kind of online teaching them what to do, just to see if it's something that I could do online. And it's been working. The technique works. It doesn't have to work with the hands-on. It can work also with my telling you what to do, because my technique has three component parts. It has one, the hands-on; two, it has the exercise or movement that you need to do to keep your body with pain-free, depending on what you do for a living. And the other thing is that when I teach ergonomics, how to correctly set the ergonomics of your desk or your chair so that you will be able to stay pain-free. I know it's difficult. The lady with the migraine headache, how we got in contact, she's in one of my groups, and I had made chicken and dumplings, and I took a picture and I posted it on Facebook, and she commented that she want to reach it through the computer to get some because she couldn't eat anything all day long. She couldn't keep it down because she had a bad migraine headache. So I just responded to the comment by saying, "Did you know that mussels can cause migraine headaches?" And she's a nurse. She private messaged me. She didn't know. We talked. I gave her some movement, and instantly, really, truly, no lie, her pain was gone. And now she's doing the exercises, and she hasn't told me yet that she has a migraine headache. So that's where I'm looking to go part of the time, at least, to be able to share the knowledge that I have. I'm going to be doing more online, and I'll be doing a little bit more writing. So thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to our next session together, next episode. So don't forget, you can reach me at toddyjadoo@gmail.com, TODDYJADOO@gmail.com, or you can message us at Society Bites Radio and let us know what your thoughts are, what you would like help with, what you would like to hear. Maybe we're missing something that you need to get, so just let us know. And we will be happy to respond and share the information with you.